And remember, the other day, we don't know, are they reading from different scripts? Wetangula during the Royal Media Service operation, Royal Media Service celebrations of awarding awards, he again reinstated that journalists should be allowed to go there and film whatever they are filming. Those are media houses. So a few days ago, I told you Shakahola is a restricted area. Welcome back again, and this is Bob Shakwila Show. We bring you stories za kuelimisha, pia za kufanya nini? Za kuhamasisha jamii. And if you're here, you are home. And if you're here again, you are one of our fans, na tunawashukuru sana. We hope you are well wherever you are. And all the funny allegations you've had against our show, those are just but mere allegations. The whole story has been replied to or responded to down here on the link. Welcome back. We won't talk much about that because everything will be sorted. We don't do videos here, part 1, part 2, part 3 to respond to just some allegations which have no base. So my guys, if anything, let's go to today's video. And a few days ago, I was telling you Raila visited Shakahola and he was denied entry to the farm, or to the farm of Shakahola, where it is alleged that bodies, not alleged, they found bodies there, buried, others just lying, which were dead, and it was said that the bodies had died of hunger. This pastor alikuwa amebrainwash watu wa fast wakae njaa ndio waende mbinguni. So many of them had been brainwashed to the point they lost their lives. And indeed it was found to be criminal. The person is still in jail, that is Pastor Mackenzie. And you know what? Politics is all about ABCD, fixing things. And when Raila went there, he was denied entrance. And you know what? That day that Raila was there, we did a blog. There were also MPs, members of parliament, who were to visit the area just to see how the situation was, how the atmosphere was. They said they were not there to check on the bodies, but just to check on the graves and how the whole thing was. So today the CS Interior Kithure Kindiki, ambaye pale nyuma tulisikia tu Raila amesema it's a security operational zone, that wangemruhusu kuingia. But 30 minutes after Raila had left, the MPs came and they were allowed to enter and watch for themselves, or see for themselves. So again, who is this? Wetangula. He was invited to the Royal Media Services celebration where they were receiving the awards. Na alipokuwa akitoa speech yake alisema Shakahola must be opened, journalists, the media should be allowed to cover what is there, because all this time it has been a secret, but now let it be public, let people go there, visit and see for themselves. And that is the third in command, that is Papa wa Roma, Wetangula. That is the Speaker for the National Assembly. So we are still wondering why now, because today I received this, that CS for Interior Kithure Kindiki amesema ya kwamba Shakahola remains a restricted area. I'll read for you this. So, says, area is a crime scene. I will not allow even the press to take pictures. He just made that clear. And this is Interior CS Kithure and Atuana MCA Jim Shui at Sharia Catholic Church on May 7th, 2023. So, Interior CS Kithure Kindiki has told opposition leader Raila Odinga that Shakahola is a restricted area for security reasons. The CS said they have gazetted Shakahola as a scene of crime and will not allow even the press to take pictures of exhumation of bodies, as the government will be sued for violating human rights. Those people who died there, wherever, if you are dead or alive, you still have your rights. You still have your human rights. And you remember on our blog, even the human rights, Raila Odinga, the chief opposition leader, were denied access to the Shakahola farm. So, Kithure Kindiki insists that Shakahola remains a security operational area, a restricted area. And remember, the other day, we don't know, are they reading from different scripts? Wetangula during the Royal Media Service operation, Royal Media Service celebrations of awarding awards, he again reinstated that Journalists should be allowed to go there and film whatever they are filming. Those are media houses. But again, you hear it today. Maybe they've sat and they've decided on this. I don't know if they decide on something, they talk things out before they come to address the public or what. But this is what Kithure said. Kindiki said the area is equally restricted to politicians and saying government will not allow the matter to be politicized. Now, who is who? Where should we hear from? Or which? Where, which, how? Tutasikia kutoka kwa nani? So, we cannot mix national security with politics. We understand politicians and they play a key role in our democracy. But we cannot mix national security and politics, Kindiki said. The CS spoke at Sharia Catholic Church Central Imenti constituency in Meru County on Sunday. Raila was on Friday denied entry into Shakahola forest in Kilifi. As I told you, he said he spoke to Kindiki on phone following the standoff with police, but the CS told him to wait. To wait maybe for the MPs to come, ndio waingie pamoja. But unfortunately, Baba left, and 30 minutes after, the MPs were allowed in when they arrived. During the visit, Raila hit out at President Ruto for forming a commission of inquiry, saying the president has no mandate to do that. You heard that yesterday. So, the Azimio leader said he will move to court to challenge that decision. We don't know how he will challenge that, but again on Twitter, somebody known as Miguna just told him that will lead to a big fail. So Pastor Paul Mackenzie of Good News International Church has been accused of brainwashing his followers into fasting to death as a guarantee to meet Jesus. Niposa waende mbinguni, lazima wa fast. Postmortem results released by government pathologist Jansen Oduor indicated that some of the victims may have been strangled to death. Kunyongwa. Hiyo ni ripoti ya nani? Yule anayekagua maiti. So Kindiki said the constitution grants the freedom of worship as such. The government will not infringe on that freedom. He said the government is not fighting the church as has been insinuated some quarters. Surely, those who are saying the government is fighting church do not know what they are talking about. How can one hit people who refuse to fast and kill them? And he calls himself a man of God. Kindiki said, just as you even think. So, we respect the church and have no war with the church. We are also Christians and will not fight the church. But we are going to fight a few people who are using religion to manipulate and misuse the Holy Scripture to engage in illegal and unlawful activities. The CS added. They are not fighting the church, but they are fighting these few individuals who are using the church to manipulate and brainwash people. Like just the one we are talking about, Mackenzie, who led people to fasting till they lost their lives. He said they have so far recovered the remains of 112 people, but there are still more bodies in Shakahola forest, which will need to be exhumed in the coming days, meaning they have not closed it permanently. The exhumation will continue in the coming days. Kindiki condemned the Catholic Church for demonstrating good morals and development. He said that Catholic Church and other churches has played a key role in helping the needy in the country. So they have development projects, hospitals and churches that help the community, Kindiki said. Yeah. These are the most beautiful what? And so you hear that is Kindiki still insisting that Shakahola is a restricted area, security operational zone. And those people, those bodies which are there have got their rights. You know, you have right to your privacy. Imagine you seated there at home watching or seeing on television your mom just being filmed anyhowly by the media. You know, it is claimed that not all bodies were buried, even others were still just lying in the forest. Now you imagine you see the head of your mom hanging on a tree or such tough graphic things, which will not even be to us. I think we lie with that, but you're not biased anyway. So if you have your own comments on that, leave them on the commentary section. Bye-bye as we watch this. Keep it locked at Bob Shakwila Show. Bye-bye.